Fight fans, welcome back to Freedom Fight, the third annual Freedom Fight event at the Robert Gurton Arena, Freedom Fight 2008. I'm here with the Kulkster, Glenn Kulka. My name is Pete Rodley. I'm the owner, CEO of Freedom Fight. Kulkster, what do you got to say?
Pete, I am just absolutely stoked with the card we have in front of us tonight. It is going to be a great night of some knockouts. It is going to be a great night of some toe-to-toe action. Let's get ready to rumble.
Well, I'm pumped. Right here we have Dimitri Waldenberg entering the ring, second-generation Muay Thai fighter. First time I met this guy, he was 8 years old on his dad's shoulders when his dad fought for me in the old UCC days. So here we have the second generation out of Quebec Speedy Gym, and let's see what he's got.
Well, and that, to tell you what, against Clinton Martin, he also representing Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts. He's a well-rounded mixed martial artist, ready to go to war for his local fans. Let's please welcome Clinton Martin.
Yeah, Clint is extremely popular in the Ottawa market and comes from a very eccentric and energetic camp, as you can see by Crew Chris entering the ring. Oh, you know, he's no joke right there. This guy, you know, he's training with the best Muay Thai, the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There we see Pat Cooligan, Enzo Gracie, black belt. And he's known as kind of the crazy kid in the gym, you know, running around painted in red at Muay Thai shows and always the last kid on the mat. I've been looking forward to his debut for quite some time.
Well, you know what? All the practice and all that energy has to be focused into just this one fight, and that's the big challenge, Pete, is whether everybody can take this. I mean, practice is one thing, training's one thing. You step into the ring, and then it's 2 men enter, 1 man leave. Can you take all that energy and focus it into the fight?
Well, at their young age, I think we're going to see it. So let's hand it over to Chansey, and let's hear the statistics and get down to the brawl.
Nerves just a little bit intense. Some guys come in and you can just see them, they're just chomping at the bit to get in. Others are just so calm. It's almost a wonder that they're getting ready to go to battle.
Yeah, well, a lot of people really feel at home in there. And, you know, Clint is all smiles right there. Dimitri looks a little bit more intense. A lot of respect shown. What you're seeing there is a Muay Thai gesture, a sign of respect. And let's hear what Chansey has to say. Let's on to fight time.
Representing the Speedy Mixed Martial Arts Gym in the heart of Quebec, by way of Belgium, this kickboxer is making his debut. This vicious striker plans to be remembered. Weighing in at 150 pounds, Dimitri Waldenberg.
Very calm, cool, and collected as we spoke of, and we'll see.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, representing the Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts. He's a mixed martial artist who's ready for war. Weighing in at 150 pounds from Arma, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Ottawa, Ontario. Welcome. This is Clint Martin.
Obviously a huge fan base here at the Robert Gurton for anyone fighting out of Ottawa, especially the Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts. And yeah, it's time to put all the training to the test. 2 fighters meet in the center, sign of respect.
Well, and I'll tell you what, that home crown could work for you or against you. Depends on whether you like that energy or you're really a wound-up, tight kind of guy already to start with.
All depends on how you handle your nerves.
You got it.
Now we have a classic striker versus grappler, and let's see how it unfolds, Kulkster.
Not wasting any time and getting at it, that's for sure.
Well, Dimitri looking to close the distance right away, which, knowing Clint's wrestling background, might be a bit of a mistake. And as we see, Clint with the takedown into side control.
Side control already. Going to take his time, keeping his weight balance there. And looks like he'll try and get the full mount. We'll see. And pass completely here.
I think he's just waiting for that leg to go down. There he is, pushing it. Steps right over into full mount.
Wow.
Textbook.
You got it, most definitely. Now you're in a world of hurt. You've got a lot of time left in the ring, in the actual round. Let's see if he can finish him off quickly.
Yeah, right now, Dimitri is just just covering up, trying to defend, rolls to his belly, and it looks like Clint's going for an arm.
Yeah, he's trying to get the arm. He's got it. He's got it.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
He got the tap.
Yeah.
Wow, makes short work of the Belgium kickboxer. Kudos to Clint Martin. He went in there, he did his job, got the takedown, side control, right into mount, and pounded away. What else can you say about that?
You know, and it's one thing being on the bottom and trying to defend yourself, but then you're always going to leave your arms exposed at some time. And anybody with any experience is going to see that all you've got to do is get a hold of that wrist and then cinch over, get the legs across the face, and it's basically done.
That's right. We're going to see it right here again. Essentially, the entire fight is the replay right into mount. You see Clint raining down right here. Dimitri's just covering up, and I think out of desperation, he gives his back.
He most definitely tried to give his back there, but he wasn't having anything to do with it. Clint taking the arm, and once that arm was cinched, just a matter of straightening out the body, contorting it, straightening out everything, and obviously you got to give up there or tap out before the arm gets broken.
That's right. Let's get the final word.
Ladies and gentlemen, a TKO in the first round. 57 seconds, an armbar to Clinton Martin.
Impressive freedom fight debut for Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts fighter Clint Martin. Dimitri Waldenberg, welcome addition to the freedom fight team as well. We'd love to have him back. Perhaps he needs to visit some wrestlers in the Montreal area.
Ringside with the winner, Clint Martin. Clint, you're opposed with a real difficult task on having to take on an opponent with a 2-week notice. How did that play out for you, having to take on someone with the last minute like that?
You know, sometimes you just train hard every day. I had a fight in Halifax 2 weeks ago, so I was in a pretty good position. My instructor, Pat Cooligan, Henzo Gracie black belt, he asked me if I wanted to take the fight, and I mean, I couldn't turn it down when he asks, you know.
Your opponent has a pretty distinguished lineage for kickboxing. His father's fought MMA before. He's a pretty tough kickboxer. How did you feel about taking on someone who you knew was going to try and take it to you standing up?
I figured he'd come out throwing bombs, and you know, what can you do? You know, you just try and work your game. He threw a couple of good shots. My lips were a little numb, and I didn't think he could punch that hard. And as soon as he landed a couple of shots, I knew I wanted to take him down, and then it's just Gracie Jiu-Jitsu 101.
Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank everyone at Ottawa Academy of Martial Arts. If it wasn't for you guys helping me train every day, I wouldn't have been able to get this good and get here and represent for you guys. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Clint Martin, ladies and
Very
gentlemen.
respectful, obviously. Shows you the pedigree, shows you that he's been there before, and obviously not a disappointment to the hometown crowd.
Not at all. Not a disappointing debut to freedom fight.